Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Fortron Academy. My name is Harshwats, and today we will discuss about editing rows in multiple files in Power BI Desktop. In sense, we will talk about all those editing that require in row to have a great visualization in Power BI Desktop. So, Power BI Desktop is a business analytical software that help you in understanding the data through various visualization in data models. So let us go further and talk about the points to be discussed in this video. So in this video, we will discuss mainly 4 points. In the first point, we will discuss how to make rows as your column header. In the second, we will discuss how to delete row in your data. In the third, we will discuss how to check for invalid rows or any rows in your data and delete them. In the fourth point, we will check how to check your blank rows in your data and delete them. Now let us go to the Power BI desktop and show you all this how it could be done in a Power BI desktop. So we are in Power BI desktop in a Power Query editor. In the previous video, I have discussed the interface of a Power Query editor for the depth understanding. You could go there and understand the interface of Power Query editor. Now let's get back to the question of this video. Ki how to edit rows in your multiple files. So these are the multiple files. You can see there are three queries. That means there are three files that is available to us. Now we have to edit rows in the multiple files. So how to do that? The first question arises, what are the mistakes that is actually present in the rows? So we will do it step by step. Firstly, we will check into the first rows. If you see, your column name should never be the column name 1, column name 2, column name 3. It should be the row name which is in the second row, like the loc id, location, time, age group start. This should be the column name. How to do that now? First of all, we have to delete this first row. Then in the second part, we will make the second row as a column header. Now how to do that? That is very easy to understand. Kindly listen it carefully. In the home ribbon, we have to go to the remove rows. Click on the remove rows. You will see several options that are available to you. Check all those options. What are they? In the first, remove top rows. In the second, remove bottom row. In the third, remove alternate row. Remove duplicates. Remove blank rows or remove errors. So what we require? We require to remove the top rows, right? Just click on the top rows. It will ask you a question that how many rows to remove from a top. I require to remove only one. So just put it one, and after that click on OK. You will see your first row has been removed. Now the question comes how to make the first row as your header. That is also quite easy. Just click on the first row and get to the home ribbon. Home ribbon, you can go to the transform and click on the use first row as header. But the question in your mind arises, if this is in the home ribbon in the transform section, why don't we go into the transform ribbon? You can also go there, and there is an option use first row as a header. You can always see there are always more than one option of same functionality present in different ribbon. You can do it your own way. That is quite useful for you. I will do it from the home ribbon only because it is quite visible from the home ribbon only. So I will click on this. Then you will see that the row name converted into the column name. This is it, how the editing in a file happens. Let us go to the second file and see what are the editing of rows required in a second file. In the second file, the first thing we will see that we have to make first row as a header. So that is quite easy. What we have to do, earlier we have done it from the home ribbon, now we'll do it from the transform ribbon. So you will understand the both things. In the first ring, just click on the first row. After that, go into the transform and click on the use first row as header. Just click on it. After that, you will see your row name converted into the column name. After then, get back to the home tab. Now the question arises, what are the different things that we have to do now? Now I'll come to the third point that earlier I questioned in the points to be discussed in this video. So now the question arises how to remove these NA options, because these NA in a row is not useful to you because the data is not available. These are just occupying the space in your rows. Now how to remove them? That is also very easy. Now just you have to go into the location section. Just click on the down arrow. After that you will see You will see the content of the column. What are those country name or location present in the whole column? So in the end you will see list may be incomplete. Just click on load more. You will see there are NA. Just search for N. These are the NA. There are the two things you should always remember. Always unselect NA while searching from up to down. Don't search it here, otherwise the option would be completely different. Let me show you all those things that I am saying. If I type NA here and go there and unselect it, after that OK. Now you will see NA has been filtered out, but the whole data is also been filtered out due to that. You can easily see the Afghanistan, Algeria, Algeria, all these countries has also been removed NA. Filtered the data while searching it for the NA, the data that has been removed is only in whom NA is present. Otherwise, the data that doesn't has an NA has been also filtered. So that's the problem of doing the filtering through search menu. So that's the thing I always recommend. Don't search it in a search bar. Always go and search the thing that you want to filter out. Now how to repair all this that you have done? Just cancel it. After that you go into the applied step. You will see the filtered rows. There is a crossbar. You just click on the crossbar. You will see that step has been reversed. That means you undid the step. Now let's go back to the location. Just click on the filtration. After that search for, first of all click on load more. In the list may be incomplete. After that go for searching NA that you want to remove from the location rows. You will find it here. Now click on NA. After that OK. Now let us see the difference has been created between the search bar and directly filtering it. When we did through a search bar, there are various countries that has been filtered out, but in this only NA has been filtered out. You can easily see NA is only filtered out. Then OK. Then this file has also been edited. Now let's go to the third file and see what are the editing required in a third file. First thing you will see, you have to make your row as a column header. So that is also quite easy. Just click on one and make use first row as a header in a home ribbon in the transform section. Click on it, then it has been edited. Now after doing that, let us talk about further editing that require in a third file. So let us go through a data. You will see there are blank spaces in a rows that require to be deleted. Make your data a good data. So how to do that? You can always go in a location, otherwise click on blank. After that OK, the filtration has been done. But this is not the right way. This you can always do, but this is not a right way. Just undid it, and there is always things that Power BI desktop is a good software that always gives you certain things that you can do it in a very easy sense. Now how to do that? You just want to remove rows which are blank. So how to do that? Just go into the home ribbon. You will see remove rows. Earlier we have covered all these points. You just have to remember few things. There is an option that remove a blank rows. You don't have to search for it. Power BI desktop is a smart software. It will do it for you. Just click on remove blank rows. So after that the blank rows has been removed. So this is quite easy, and all the editing in the all multiple file has been done, and your now data has been a good data. You can close and apply it into the data model and visualize there through various models. So with this point, I'm going to end this video, and I hope your queries got cleared about editing rows in multiple files. And if not, kindly write us in comment section. We will surely get back to you. And if this video helped you in any way, kindly drop us a like. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for amazing videos in future. Till then, have a good day.